Natalie, is this a good time? I have good news.
Hi, Stefan. Are you sure it's okay to drop a text while you're on a busy business trip?
I'm already done with work, and I'm at a hotel, so it's fine.
I see. You must be tired. Anyway, what's the good news?
Emily's coming home.
Emily?
It's my little sister, Emily. She's graduating from college soon. She's coming back to our parents' house.
Oh, I see.
What's wrong?
Well,
Well, you rarely saw Emily. The only time you saw her was at our wedding and when she came back home for Christmas holidays.
That's right.
But it makes you happy, doesn't it? Because we get to live with my little sister.
Well, you might be happy, but...
What the hell? If you have something to say, just say it.
To be honest, I'm a little uncomfortable with Emily.
Huh? Why? Emily is such a nice girl. Besides, you and Emily are sisters-in-law.
Yeah, but...
Oh, I'm so disappointed. I thought you would be happy that Emily is coming back. What's wrong with Emily? We're a family. You should get along with each other.
I know. That's why I try to talk to her. But her reaction is cold.
Maybe you're thinking too much.
I don't know.
Because since she was a little girl, Emily has always been cheerful and honest. She can easily get along with anyone. I'm proud of her. It's impossible for Emily to be cold. If you can't get along with her, you're the one with the problem.
What? Is it my fault?
I mean, you're older than her. You should be the one to compromise and get along with Emily.
Right. By the way, Emily's graduating from college and coming back to her parents' house, right? So that means she got a job close to her parents' house.
Well, you know, she hasn't found a job yet.
What? She's unemployed?
What can I do? She tried to find a job, but it didn't work out. She's going to work part-time for a while and plan to relax at our parents' house.
I see. I hope she finds a job soon.
What do you mean by that? Do you want Emily to leave soon?
I didn't say that. It's just, if she can't find a job forever, I just thought your mother and father might be worried.
Oh, don't worry about that.
What do you mean?
Both my mom and dad are happy just to have her around, you know? They might be happy that she hasn't got a job. If she starts working, she won't be home as much. Besides, until Emily gets a job or gets married, I'm going to take care of her.
What?
It's nothing surprising. I'm Emily's brother. I'm supposed to take care of my sister until she becomes independent. It's a natural thing for a family.
You know, she's a bit spoiled, don't you think?
What?
Emily is an adult. For her sake, isn't it true love to let her go?
No. There's no way I'm letting go of my precious little sister. Are you jealous of Emily?
Excuse me?
You don't like it when I'm nice to Emily, right? Jealous of your husband's sister? It's pathetic to act like that at your age.
I'm not jealous.
Anyway, Emily's moving in at the end of the next month. Make sure you help her with unpacking, okay? I'll still be on my business trip and won't be home for a while.
Oh, okay.
Emily is my precious little sister. I'm begging you, please get along with her.
Yeah. Hey, Natalie. Have you gone to bed already? Can I ask you a favor?
Hi, Emily. What's wrong at this hour?
Thank goodness. You're still awake, aren't you?
I was asleep. Your ringtone woke me up.
Can you pick me up at Central Station now?
Excuse me? Emily, have you been drinking again?
Yes, I have. I went out for a drink with my friends from my hometown. And I missed the last train.
You know, it's almost midnight.
That's why I'm asking you to pick me up.
I can't. I was sleeping until you woke me up.
But now that you're awake, come pick me up.
I have work in the morning. Why don't you just take a cab and come home?
No way. It's a waste of money.
What?
I don't have a job, remember? There's no way I can pay for a cab.
Then why don't you start working?
I can't even work if I wanted to. You know I failed at job hunting.
Why don't you just get a part-time job? You got money from Steven for today's drinks, didn't you?
Shut up. It's normal for a little sister to get an allowance from her brother.
I don't know about that. You're not a child, you're an adult. You should at least earn money to go out drinking.
It's really annoying that you lecture me every time. Ugh. If it was my brother, he would come and get me right away. I should just call him and ask him to come to the station.
Don't call him at this time of night. Besides, Steven is out of town on a long business trip.
I guess it's not possible for him to come from out of town. My mom and dad both go to bed early and wake up early. So, they'll be in bed at this time. So the only one I can ask is you, Natalie.
I told you, I can't.
You're so mean.
Huh?
If you don't pick me up, I'll tell my brother.
Come on.
Do you really want me to do that? Steven loves me so much. If you're not nice to me, he'll get mad at you, you know.
I think I'm being nice enough. Ever since you came home, I've been taking care of you a lot. I've picked you up and dropped you off by a car all the time.
Isn't it natural that you take care of me? Because you're the one who came to marry into our family.
Well, you know.
You're a stranger, but we let you live in our house. It's only natural that you listen to me.
You know, just because I'm your brother's wife, that doesn't mean you can use me. Besides, this house is...
Oh, enough. It's too much trouble, so I'll take a cab home. In return, I'll ask you for the cab fare later.
Why would I?
Because you're not picking me up. That's why I have to take a cab. Well, it's your fault for missing the last train. Shut up. Remember what happens later. What do you mean? Well, Natalie, you might get kicked out of the house. Why would I get kicked out? We'll see. Well, I'll get a cab and go home now. I'll charge you for the cab fare.
Hey, Natalie, you've got to be kidding me. What did you do to my sister?
What is it, out of the blue? Why are you mad at me?
Don't play dumb. This morning, Emily called me crying. She said, Natalie is bullying me. I need your help. She also told me to get rid of you right now. I told you to get along with my sister. What on earth did you do to her? Depending on your response, I'll have you leave the house.
Wait a minute. Steven, calm down.
How can I calm down? My precious sister has been treated badly by my wife. My parents are ticked off at you too.
I don't know how Emily explained to you, but I didn't do anything.
You liar. If you didn't do anything, Emily wouldn't have bothered to call me. You should at least be honest and admit what you did.
I really didn't do anything. What did she say about me?
She said you verbally abused her. She also said you inflicted violence on her when no one was looking.
Huh? There's no way I would do something like that. Rather, I'm the one who's being bad-mouthed.
Emily is not the kind of girl who talks bad about others.
What?
Moreover, I heard you kicked Emily out of the house late at night yesterday. I don't know what happened, but throwing a girl her age out in the middle of the night? That's beyond insane.
I didn't throw her out. I mean, did Emily tell you that I kicked her out?
That's right. Because it was cold outside, she caught a cold. How are you going to take responsibility if Emily's cold gets worse?
Emily is lying.
She's not the kind of girl who lies.
Listen to me properly. Last night, Emily went out for drinks with her friends. She called me to pick her up because she missed the last train. But it was already late. I had to work the next morning, so I asked her to take a cab and come home.
That's a lie too.
Huh?
Emily's not the kind of girl who drinks late at night.
Steven, you trust her words more than mine?
Of course. You're a stranger after all. Emily is my blood sister.
What?
Be honest. You're just jealous of your younger and prettier sister-in-law, aren't you? Grow up, you old hag.
How could I be jealous? I can't believe you. I can't believe you just called your own wife an old hag.
You should think about your position. You're my wife. Don't think you can get away with bullying my sister.
I'm telling you, I didn't bully her. She's just lying to entrap me.
Are you still bad-mouthing Emily?
Because it's true. To be honest, it's hard for me too. To begin with, living together at your parents' house? I didn't like it, you know. You insisted that we had to live with your parents, so I agreed. But your parents are people with old-fashioned values. They treat me, their daughter-in-law, like a housekeeper. And even your sister drives me crazy.
It's only natural for a wife to serve her family.
Are you serious?
If you have a problem with me, you can leave.
Okay, then I'll leave.
What?
I'm sick of it. I work full-time and yet I'm forced to do all the housework? On top of that, I have to take care of your sister who doesn't have a job.
You're such an insolent wife talking back to your husband. Fine, just pack up your stuff and get out. I'd be better off without a wife who can't take care of her family. Don't you ever come back to my house again.
Natalie, you're joking. You really packed your bags and left, didn't you? Ah, but I feel better now that the nagging woman is gone. I knew I could count on my big brother.
You lying jerk.
Are you mad at me? Oh, that's scary. But it's your fault, you know. You were mean to me, so I told my brother. How can you lie like that? I verbally abused you? I inflicted violence on you? I kicked you out of the house in the middle of the night? You made all that up. Made up? Well, I made up a little bit, but come on. They're all lies. Why did you lie like that? Did you want to get rid of me so badly? That's right. I'd do anything if I could get you out of my way. A nagging old hag like you. You're not fit to be my brother's wife. I'm sure you're going to divorce my brother. Good luck with your spouse hunting. Oh well, at your age, you may not be able to remarry. You'll regret it. Huh? Whatever you say, it's going to sound like a sore loser. I don't think I'll regret it. I'm glad to get rid of the old hag from our house. Sore loser.
You'll soon find out if I'm a sore loser or not. I'm cutting myself off from you guys. Whatever happens, don't come to me for help.
Natalie, pick up.
Emily, you're so persistent. I'm at work right now. Can we talk later?
What's going on?
What? What are you talking about?
Did you know that my parents' house was a rental?
Yes.
I totally thought my dad bought this house.
Emily, you didn't know? Your house is a rental house.
Oh no!
Is that all you wanted? I'm at work, so I'm going.
Wait a minute. I just received a demand notice. They said we're behind on our rent and we need to pay it as soon as possible.
Oh, really? I guess you'll just have to pay it then.
Well, I asked my brother about it. He said it should be debited from our account. But the realtor said that the account balance is insufficient to pay the rent. Mom and Dad say they don't have the money to pay the rent. Hey, what should I do? I don't work, so I don't have any money either. If I don't do something, we'll get kicked out of the house.
Why don't you ask your precious big brother to pay for it?
He says he can't pay the rent either. He's just trying to make ends meet for Mom, Dad, and me. What the hell is going on? How have you been paying our rent all this time?
Well, I'll tell you all about it.
What?
I was the one paying the rent.
You're lying.
It wasn't just the rent. I was also the one paying the utilities.
Even the utilities?
That's right.
What do you mean? I thought my brother was paying for everything.
Steven makes less than me. He was so determined to support his parents. So after we got married, we moved in with his parents. Then, his father quit his job after we moved in. Steven became caught up in paying for our own and his parents' living expenses. So I ended up sending money every month to an account for rent debit. But I don't live in that house anymore. So I don't have to send them money for rent, do I?
I didn't know that. Stephen often used to give me an allowance. So I thought he was well paid.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, why don't you take this opportunity to start working? I mean, if you don't start working right away, your whole family will be homeless.
Hey, Natalie, will you please come back?
Huh?
I want to live with you.
What are you talking about? You kicked me out, remember?
Since you left, the house is a mess. There's no one to clean it. The rooms are covered with dust. Laundry is all over the place. It's like a dump.
I can imagine. As soon as I got married and moved in, your parents made me do all the housework.
And we only eat frozen food now. Please, Natalie. Please come home.
I don't want to.
Why not?
Why not? Are you stupid? You've been harassing me. You lied to Steven and kicked me out. Now you want me to come back? That's too convenient.
Because we're family. I think we should help each other if we're family.
We are strangers.
What?
Because Steven and I are divorced.
What?
Steven also believed you more than me and kicked me out. What's the point of being married to a husband who doesn't trust you?
I don't want that. If you guys are divorced, who's going to pay our rent?
That's none of my business. You and your family can handle it.
Oh my God! Why does Steven get divorced without telling me? If you're gone, our family wouldn't be able to survive.
Maybe he forgot that I was paying the rent.
I'm sorry, Natalie. Please forgive me.
Oh my, what's with the sudden apology? Just the other day, you were harassing me in such a good mood.
I'm sorry. I will never do that to you again. So please, please, get back together with Steven.
You can be as remorseful as you want, but that doesn't make up for what you did. No matter how much you apologize, I won't forgive you.
Please. I didn't think this would happen to me. From now on, I'll be friends with you. I won't even be selfish. I beg you, please forgive me.
This is not only about you, but also your brother and your parents. I won't help you at all from now on, and I won't have anything to do with you. From now on, you're a family of scum, and you're going to help each other out. After that, my ex-husband also contacted me to get back together, but of course I ignored him. In the end, my ex-husband and his family left the house and moved into a low-rent apartment.
However, it was quite small for 4 adults to live in. In order to move to a larger apartment, Emily finally started working part-time. But she was so selfish at work that she didn't last long no matter where she worked. Even now, they seem to be living a poor life in a small and shabby apartment. As for me, after my divorce, I moved into a condo. I am enjoying an elegant life on my own. When I was married to my ex-husband, I sacrificed myself for his family. But because you only live once, I will live my life the way I want to, not for others.